Hey boos, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to embark on this journey on YouTube and to be able to show all you guys some tutorials on how I do my makeup. For this video alone, I'm going to be doing a Q&A and a get ready with me. So I'm super excited and I can't wait to show you guys how I created this look. Okay. So first, what I moisturize my face with is the Clinique moisturizing gel. So I already put some of this on, but I just wanted to show you. And then what I always start with is my brows. So this is the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. And this is what I use to do my brows. So first what you're going to do is you're going to line up here. You're going to leave this space right here because you don't want it too harsh right there. And if you do have any patches, like on this side I do have patches, I'll show you how to fill it in right now. And then you just line up on top and on bottom like this. And then in those patch areas, you're going to go up with like hair-like strokes to fill in those spots. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to use this spoolie right now to blend it out. So here is my Tarte spoolie, like eyebrow brush thing, and I'm gonna use the spoolie here. I totally just said thing. And then after I do this brow, I'm gonna do my first question and answer, and you just brush it out like so, like that. And then we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. But the first question is, what is my morning routine? So currently my morning routine is alternating this. So I have this acne regimen that I'm trying, and it's a 3-set system, but because it's so strong I have to do it every other day. So on the days I use this 3-set system, which is the Rodin and Fields Unblemished 3-set system. On the days that I don't use that and I still need to wash off my makeup, I use the Neutrogena acne proofing, and I can use this one or the pink one. So I was just trying out this one, but this one works just as good as the pink one. So I like both of them. So that's what I use to wash my face. So I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to leave a little gap, but I'm going to line up the rest of my brow. And the same thing here. And then for this, if there is any spots, I just kind of like to go up a little bit, but there's not like too many patchy spots on this side. It's more so on the other side because I kind of fucked up my eyebrow a little bit. Sorry, I'll blurt that out. And then you just use your spoolie here and you just blend it out. And the reason why I like Benefit products is because it's super easy to blend. Like the brow product itself is super easy to blend. So once that's all blended, then you move on and you're going to conceal your brows to snatch them up. And the next question is, what made you want to get out there making videos, getting all this attention, you sexy thing you, LOL. Well, let's talk about, because another question is what got me into doing makeup and stuff like that. So it's just kind of, I'm going to answer both of them together. Oh, and the concealer that I'm going to use is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. This way. Oh shit. This way. Photo Focus Concealer. And this is in light ivory. And I'm going to use this to snatch up my brows. And the brush that I'm going to use is the Morphe M421 concealer brush here, and I'm just gonna put some concealer on there to snatch up my brows a little bit. So what got me into makeup was dealing with my depression and anxiety. So that's what got me going into makeup, and it helps, like, honestly, it just helps relaxes you whenever you're doing it. You're concentrating on doing good, like right now, girl, trying to snatch up these brows. So I don't know, it just really helped me with my depression and my anxiety. So that's like what really got me into makeup, and what encouraged me to like do like the posts, the lives, and you know, now the YouTube and that kind of thing is just more so encouragement from my followers, you know, those that see my lives, they're like, yes, you need to do YouTube. So here I am doing YouTube, but I just really love what I do, honestly. Like, I love doing this on a daily basis. Whenever I do my makeup, I feel confident in myself. And, you know, who doesn't want to feel confident in what they're doing, you know? So for me, this is why I like doing it. So I'm going to finish lining up my brow, and I'm going to do the same thing on the top here. I'm going to grab that concealer and I'm just going to line up here just to line up those brows. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my beauty blender here, and you can use any beauty blender. This one is Real Techniques. And then I'm just going to blend it out a little bit, just so there isn't like any harshness or anything like that. I totally just burped, sorry. Now your brow is all snatched. So I'm going to do the other side off camera. I'll be right back. Okay. So next what I'm going to do, I forgot to prime like where I have my acne spots and everything. So I use the Pore Professional Matte Rescue Primer. And I'm going to put that in my spots that I have the really bad acne to prime my face. And I just put like a little dab like that. And I just put it right here in this area. And I can put like a little bit up here, but mainly like right here where I have this like super bad acne. And my eyebrows are snatched now because that concealer. So we're gonna move on, and I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. So the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use for this is the Yes Please palette by ColourPop. And it's just all these colors here. So I'm going to do my crease first, and I'm going to go in with this shade here. It's called Spoiled. And I'm going to apply that on my crease. And it's just going to be like a more softer look than what I typically do. And I'm just going to blend it out. And this brush that I'm using is the Morphe M433 brush. And I'm just applying that to my crease. And I'm just going to do a cut crease. So I'll do one eye on camera, and then the other eye I'll do off camera. And the next question, so I already answered that one. What is my favorite makeup products? So I could tell you brands. So my favorite brands are like ColourPop. They're very inexpensive. They have really good high pigmented eyeshadows, and then their lipsticks, their matte lipsticks are bomb. I really like Benefit for my brows, so those are my favorite products like for brows. Like I will only use Benefit. And then to kind of fluff it out, I'm going to use this e.l.f. Blending brush, and I got this at like Rite Aid or something like that, and I'm just going to blend it out. So those are for my brows. For my face, I use Estee Lauder or Tarte foundation. I'm still actually trying to find a good foundation that works for my face. I was using the Tarte Shape Tape foundation, the old formula, and it worked well for me, but then they changed the formula and the new one doesn't work as good as the old one that I liked. So I'm going to keep blending this out. And I'm just going upwards and blending that baby out. And then if you want it to like blend out a little bit more, I'm going to go in with another more fluffy brush. And this one is just a Morphe set that I got. It's like the gold, rose gold, but it's a Morphe brush, and it's just a fluffy brush. And I'm going to go in with big cocktails here. And I'm going to apply it a little bit above that just so I can blend it out a little bit more. Just because, and then I'll apply more in the crease to make it a little bit darker. And then I'll go with my fluffy brush and blend the two colors out. And it takes a while to blend, just so you know. It's like not something that... I'm just blending upwards because I like my shadows to go up a little bit more. So it just all depends like on your eyelid and all of that. And then I'm going to go in with that same brush and I'm going to go into the darker color here just to put some more into my crease, and I'll blend it upwards. So the next question is what's your go-to makeup look? That one is a hard one because honestly, even for like days that I'm gonna go out or anything like that, I love to do color. I really do. Like neutrals look really good on me, but I really love to do color. So I really love color. So for me, any like color look that I can do, so I can say that ColourPop and the Morph are like my go-to shadow palettes. So those are like super pigmented and they're both very affordable brands, so I really like those. Don't get me wrong, I love Anastasia, but the palettes are not, to me, are not really affordable, I would say. That's just my personal opinion, okay? So I'm going to go in, same thing with that big cocktail shade, just to go upwards a little bit more, just so that way we can brighten that baby up. And I'm going to keep blending it out. And then after this, we'll cut that crease. And we're just blending. And the next question is, have I always lived in California? Yes, I have always lived in California. I've been outside of California, like my brother lives in New York, and I visited New York over there, but I've always lived in California. And then the next question is your top 3 favorite songs. That's a good question. But I'm gonna go with what I love so far, and if you haven't listened to Karol G, you need to listen to Karol G, but she's my fave right now, and from her, my top 3 songs are Ahora Me Llama, Culpables, and Bebecita. Those are like to die for. So you need to listen to her if you haven't already. And I'm just blending this baby out just to make sure it's like super well blended. We want it to look good when we're done. So I'm just blending here. Some products that I can't live without, that's the next question. I would have to say my brow product for sure. So I have a couple things by Benefit that are my brow products. So it's like the Precisely My Brow Pencil. I have the Browsings and the number 5, and even that contour pen. I really like that contour pen because you can take just that contour pen and just use that and you'll be set. Even with the other ones too, like you'll be good with just those products. So I like really like it. So I think that's pretty well blended. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut the crease now. And I'm going to use that same concealer brush that I used earlier, is the Morph M421, and I'm going to use that to cut my crease. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild concealer. So I put some on my brush and then I like tap it here and I'm going to go up so it'll like show me that line where I need to go to cut my crease. So I'm going to start here and I'm going to try and line up with that line because that's where I need to go. And I'm not going to go all the way, I'm only going to go this way here. And I'm just cutting that crease. And then just with my finger, I'm just going to like tap it out just to kind of blend it out a little bit. And then I'll apply some shadow there. And the brush that I'm going to use, I'm going to try and find one with a name on it. And I don't see one. Okay. So this is my Tarte brush set that I got, and it's just like a brush that you can use to like pack on your things. And I'm going to go in with this Butter one, the gold shade, and I'm going to put that on my crease. And I'm just going to apply it like this. Just like that. So now you got like that pretty gold tone with it. And then I'm going to go into, with that same brush that I used the dark shade, and I'm going to pack it on the outside just to blend it out a little bit. Just to make sure it looks well blended. And then I'll use that fluffy brush just to make sure it blends really well. Just circular motion here. And to me, that looks pretty good. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do one eye and then I'll do the other eye off camera. I'm going to do my wing. So I'm going to curl my lashes first, and this is the Tarte eyelash curler. And then my liner that I like to use is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. So when I do my wing, I do the outer corner first. So I'm going to do just a little, and then you can build up after. So you're going to do the wing here, and then I'm going to do like a triangle shape like that. And I'm just starting to build my wing. Just like that. And then after I finish my wing, I'll do like another question, but I just kind of have to stay quiet just for a minute. So I can do a good wing. Okay, and then now I'm gonna snatch it up, right? And then we're gonna make sure this looks good. So for me, that's pretty good. Let me see here. Let me see if I could fix it here. So for me, that's good on the wing. So hold on one second. I'm going to do actually the one more question before I switch. How long did it take you to learn how to do your makeup? So I started my makeup journey in like late February, early March or something like that. I was doing makeup before then, but that's when I like officially was like, oh, I'm gonna post it on the internet and like do these kind of things. And it's May now, so I've been progressing since then. So I'm still learning. I'm not perfect or anything like that. I still learn from other YouTubers, and I still learn from other people. I have an engagement group, which we get like super good tips on how to do our makeup or how we do things. So I'm still learning. I'll be right back. I'm going to do the other side. So once you have both wings done and both eyes done, then you're going to, for me, what I do is I apply my lashes next before I do my foundation. So I am going to do that. And my lashes are Luna Lashes. Let me see. There we go. Luna Lashes. And these are in the style Eclipse. And I'm going to put these babies on. So for me, I always have to trim some off the end. So I'm going to do that. And then I use my tool here. This is my tool to hold my lashes. And then I'm going to use my glue, which is the Duo glue here. And I'm going to apply some on the lash. So you want to apply the same amount as the lash line, so you just put like a small depending on the lash line here, and this side is going on this side first. So I'm gonna get, so you want to wait till like it's a little tacky. The good thing about this glue is that it dries super fast, so you don't have to wait as long like other glues. So I'm going to apply it as close to the lash line as I can. Sorry, I'm just kind of scared a little bit. And I'm going to use the back side of this. I don't know why I'm having trouble today applying these lashes, but I promise I don't normally have this much trouble. So I'm just applying that as close to the lash line as I can, and then I'm just going to let it dry a little bit before I add some mascara, which I do that usually after like all my foundation and everything is off. So I'm going to do the same thing to the side. I'm going to trim some off. I'm going to use my tool, and I'm going to put some glue on. And I'm gonna let it dry a little bit. And my lashes are on pretty darn good. And I normally like have so much trouble with the inner corner, and I put like enough glue. So I'm gonna do this. Hopefully I'll do better on this side. There you go. You can use the back of this or your nail, whatever you want to use. For me, I use either one right now. I'm just using my nail. And I'm just like making sure that it sticks, especially on the inner corner. And then I'm going to move on to my foundation. So for this video, I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation here. There we go. And I'm going to use my foundation brush, which is the Tarte foundation brush. And I just put like a dab like that, and I'm going to be able to use this all over my face. And I'm just like trying to make sure that I have enough for every spot. Okay, and then I'm going to blend it out. The next question, where do you think you'll be in 10 years? So honestly, that is like a long time frame to think about, especially being that I'm new to this area, so I'm still trying to figure out like what tomorrow is going to be like. But hopefully in the next 10 years I'll be able to have a larger following, at least for this profession, and then be able to have my career going, which I would love this to be my career, but sometimes that's not always ideal. So professionally, I would just like to be doing whatever I love on the outside, whether it be business or social work, you know, just kind of depending on where it lands. I have an interview on Wednesday for a relationship manager, so hopefully I get that in the meantime, just because excuse me, just because I'm new to this area, so I'm still trying to figure out this area. But I would love to like do this, but we don't know how that's gonna be. So, and you want to make sure you get under here. And in 10 years, my kids, so my oldest will be a teenager, should be 14, almost 15 years old, and my youngest will be 11, almost 12. So that's like a lot to think about, like how old my kids are gonna be during that time. OMG. And what attitudes they're gonna have, because they already have big ass attitudes because of their mother. And then next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply my concealer, and I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in Fairlight Neutral. And I apply some here and here in the areas that I want to highlight. And then I'm going to use my contour stick, and this is the Tarte the Sculptor, and this is in the number 2. And I'm going to put contour here. Oh shit, that really just happened. Okay, just kidding. It just broke. I'm going to use my Tarte Pro Glow, and it has a cream in here, and I'm going to use my MAC 135 brush to apply it in the areas that I want to apply it. And then I'm going to blend out my concealer first. So I'm going to use this side to blend it out. And this is the Real Techniques Beauty Blender. And I really, really love this. I get this at Ulta. And I'm just blending out that concealer. And then I'm going to blend out my cream contour, and this is a beauty blender, and I'm going to use the big side to blend out this here. And I'm going to do the same thing to this side. And I don't always do cream. I sometimes only do powder. I won't even do cream underneath, but for this look I wanted to do some cream underneath just because. And then I'm going to use the small side to do my nose. Here. And you just want to make sure that wherever you did apply it, that it's very well blended here. Okay. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bake. And what I use to bake is my Too Faced translucent powder. There was a lot of repetitive questions, so that's why I'm not like saying a lot more questions, but there is one more question that is on here that is not repetitive, and it's the how do you stay so confident? And I've been like kind of thinking about how to answer this question because I don't know how to answer it. It's just honestly like makeup makes me feel confident. Like I know when I do a good makeup look that I look good, and especially when you're walking somewheres or you're going somewheres and you're like, dude, it's so uncomfortable to like get looked up and down, but you know that when you get looked up and down, like boom, you look good, okay? And there's no denying that. People be looking at you up and down, even girls, whether it's girls or guys, if they're looking at you up and down or they give you that footchy face, like, bitch, I look good. You look good, alright? So, I don't know how I stay confident. I just kind of put myself out there, and I just do my makeup to make myself feel better, and I don't do it for anybody else. So for those guys that look you up and down, boo, I ain't doing this for you. I'm doing it for me so I can look good. And then I'm going to use my fluffy brush here, and this is from the Tarte Mermaid collection. I got it when it was on sale, and I just like think the brushes are like so cute, so that's why I got it. And I'm just going to brush out that bake. And you can always, like if you do too much contour, you can use your translucent powder to like blend it out a little bit. And then I'm going to use my Tarte Pro Glow, and I'm going to contour here. And I'm going to do, so I did that side, now I'm going to do this side. And then I'm going to do in those spots. And then the spot that I forgot to do with the cream contour, I'm going to do it right now. But I just want to make sure that my contour is snatched, girl. I'm going to do some here. And then I'm going to do some on my nose too. So here and here. And then I'll just blend it out if I have to. And this brush that I'm using, I forgot to say, is the Tarte contouring brush, I believe. And I love it. I love me some Tarte. And then for highlight, I'm going to use my Morphe M510 brush. And it's just like a fluffy brush. And for highlight, I'm going to use my Tarte Pro Glow. And I'm going to go into Stunner here. This one, Stunner. It's my favorite one. And I'm going to apply that highlight. And I'm going to go up a little bit too, just to make sure it's there. I totally forgot to do under my eyes because I kind of got distracted a little bit. So I'm going to do that in just a second. And do like the highlight underneath my brow bone there. And I do a little bit here and here on the bridge of my nose. And a little here and here. And then I put a little here with my finger. So make sure it like pops a little bit more. And then I'm going to do underneath my eye because I hella forgot. So I'm going to use this Essence Smoky Eyes brush. And it's just like a little fluffy brush that I can use. And it's kind of wet a little bit. I'm going to go into the Big Cocktails color and I'm going to apply that underneath. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And then I'll apply my highlight, so I'll get another fluffy brush, a smaller one though. Sorry, I have so many brushes, it's ridiculous. And this is from the Doe Color brush set that I have. And I'm going to do the inner corner highlight and then my brow bone. And I'm going to go back into this palette, but I'm going to use this one for the inner corner and the brow bone. And then I'm going to do my brow bone like this. Look at that, boo. And then what I'm going to do is my mascara, and I use the Better Than Sex by Too Faced mascara. And I'm going to apply some a little underneath the lash here. Just a little. And then I'm going to apply some on the bottom. And then I'm going to apply my lipstick and then I'll set my face. So I've been like seriously loving this Maybelline nude lip. So I'm going to use that. I've been loving me some nude lip for real. So once you have your lip on, all you have to do is set your face and you're ready to go. And I use the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. And I'm going to do this. And then now you're all ready to go.